But Lehman, Hammond, Crow, Amato, Adam Rennan, Indy Coulker, and Jaden Stads will be your 7 drivers, as Indy Coulker was all out of shape. In car number 28, good to have a couple of the Narrogin junior sedan drivers make the journey along with Adam Reynolds and Indy Coulker. But lap number 1's going to go to Jesse Hammond, chasing his last year's winner of this event, Tara Amato. Car number 38, she won that on the last lap after a slowing. Jake Lehman was all out of noise in car number 70. Lehman as well, just celebrating a birthday a couple of weeks back, so a happy birthday, happy 16th to our 2-time former junior sedan WA champion. His brother, though, doing a good job so far in the 71, running in the 3rd spot. Xavier Crow, Adam Reynolds, Indy Coulker, and Jaden Stan to how they run 3 through to 7. But there's 2 drivers to be an eye on at the moment, as Tara Amato's giving great chase to Jesse Hammond in car number 38. Mistake, though, into turn number 4 did cost her a little bit. But as we said, last year's Princess of the Road did a good job to take out that victory. And she back for a vengeance here at the Make Spoken History Collie Speedway. But Lehman could be the one to watch here, as car number 71 is closing the gap on your race leaders. Xavier Crow, Adam Reynolds, Jaden Stats now has been able to get by Indy Coulker for the 6th position. And last time we did see Coulker, we were mentioning how cool that looks. That's the Yuka-inspired Too Fast, Too Furious S2000 livery. If you know that, I can dare say you are a true rev head. What a movie Too Fast, Too Furious is. I love that look is lasting the test of time. Good battle still for 4th place between Adam Reynolds and Xavier Crow. They've been tussling all season long here in the lower southwest portion of our great state. With 2 laps left to run, it's still Crow holding on to the 4th spot ahead of Reynolds, as Stads is closing in. But your race leaders, comfortable to say the least, as there is some breathing room between the 5 and the 38. But everything can be different throughout this one lap for the Make Spoken History Collie Speedway. Further back in the field, Indy Coulker very close to comfort with the concrete wall in turn number 2. But it will be a 2-horse race through the final 2 corners. But it'll be Jesse Hammond who will comfortably take the win in heat race number 1 of our Top Star Junior Stands over Tara Amato and Travis Lehman. Contact further back. So dare say that's a flat right rear tyre as well for car number 23. Stads was on a charge. Xavier Crow, I don't know how, lost 2 positions on that last lap. So it'll be Hammond, Amato, Lehman, 1, 2, and 3. Reynolds in 4th, Stads, Xavier Crow, and Indy Coulker. So Bella Crow will be the first one to have her laps against the clock. No points on this. It's just simply you against the clock, and for a little Terry Termite. So the 1-lap dash for junior sedans start off with car number 16, a freshly built car for the Muja Pizza Bar, Surprise Meat Markets, Ambrose Logistics, Trinity Ejector Cleaning, car number 16 of Bella Crow. Bella had a good showing in her first heat race tonight with a 2nd place run, and now has the Make Spoken History Collie Speedway all to herself for this one single lap. And Bella Crow, who will set the benchmark, will have a time of 23.656, which will be our quickest lap time on the board from 1 of 1. As the next one will be the lonesome rear-wheel drive in the field. Car number 69, Benjamin Opert. It's cool to see my coupe still running free. So too as well Not just the rear-wheel drive, but the two-door coupe for Opit and the Fencing Unlimited Bunbury Pounder Cloders. Car number 69. And such a twitchy little car as well. Big steering wheel and all for car number 69. But it's that distinctive sound that these cars have. And take me back to a time of 20 years ago when I was racing junior sedans. Oh, wow. Plenty of time has been and gone. And for Benjamin Opit, he'll be second with a 26.160. So 2.452 seconds was the gap of Benjamin Opit's from Bella Crow's 23.656 to our third driver in the Mirage is the 95. For Edge Fiberglass, Coastal Cleaning Southwest, car number 95 of Cooper Sayer, start of our current and three-time West Australian production sedan champion, Kyle Sayer, in his second year of junior sedan racing. His first full-time year, though, in the 95, and it's great to have him continuing to elevate his game around the Make Smoking History Collie Speedway. He's been a frequent visitor of our fantastic track, and Cooper Sayer will slot himself into second spot with a 24.448. So Bella Crow still sits at the top with a 23.656. That leaves us with the 24 to come out from Narragain in the Coolcar Automotive car number 24. It is the Daihatsu Charade of Blade Coolcar, the next to take a time around the Make Smoking History Collie Speedway. Coolcar's first laps around the Collie Speedway as well this weekend as he navigates a new track. We saw him for the WA production sedan title over the Australia Day long weekend. And the Narragain Earthworks and Concrete Narragain Speedway put a good job on that opening night as Blade comes across, and he will be third quickest at 24.712. So Blade Coolcar just wanting that extra lap, but it's only the one lap, not the two. As he will find his way to the infield, and that will bring out our next driver. A new car that we've seen her in for the first time anyway. She debuted it at the Geraldton City Speedway for Olivia Higgs in car number 84. Now in a Mitsubishi XL in the Baldivis Bulk Haulage sponsored car. New car for Olivia Higgs. Sorry, a Hyundai XL. Even Scott Beattie is catching me out on my incompetence with cars. That's bad when he's catching me out. Here comes the 84 machine of Olivia Higgs, chasing Bella Crow's 23.656 as the 84 pulls a lap time of 25.732 to put her in position at number 4. So Bella Crow, Cooper Sayer, Blade Coolcar, Olivia Higgs, Benjamin Opit. Our 5 drivers who have currently set a time, and that's how they sit from 1 through to 5. Harper Johnson will be our next driver as she will have her first ever attempt at the Terry Turner. Johnson name, Fitzgerald name have been in and around this sport for so many years as they bring another generation to the sport with the Bunbury Mazda Edge Fiberglass KJB graphics, car number 67. That sparkling purple paint does look amazing as Harper Johnson has the Make Smoking History Collie Speedway all to her lonesome. She was involved in that opening lap incident where the race winner, Sebastian Amazi, almost clawed over the right front of car number 67 as Harper Johnson will set her lap time at a 29.602. So she will put herself into position number 6, and that leaves us with the 88 of Campbell Gallegos, who will be our next to set a time. So Campbell Gallegos from Darkin in the 88. I love the green wheels as well for the Kirks Transport backed car. I'm not even going to try and name cars after Scott Beattie called me out, and that really feels like I should be in the sin bin for anything like that. Maybe he should come and do this, and I'll do the timing. He doesn't know what a car is, and he doesn't know how to talk sometimes, but hey, neither do I sometimes. That's okay. As Campbell Gallegos will set a time to be fifth quick, a 26.085. And here comes probably will be the trend setup for the New Star Junior Sedans in the Tyson Moore Donnybrook Opal. Car number 21. He was our heat race winner. Earlier on was Sebastian Damasi, as he is our first driver who could really upset Bellacro's timing at the top of the trees. A 21 comes past, and he will go to the top with a 22.639. So new quick time in the Terry Termite will be Sebastian Damasi by 1.017 of a second over Bellacro. Leaves us with a handful of drivers, in fact, 3 of them in our New Star Junior Sedans. And up next, the New Star Juniors will be the Collie Radiator Service. Car number 15 of Axel Crow. So as he rolls past and greets the checkered flag for the Muja Pizza Bar, Axel Crow will go down as a 25.723. So Bellacro runs in second. Sebastian Damasi, still your quickest. As we move to Michaela Campbell in car number 9. Sorry, Malachi Campbell, do apologise. Her time goes up to third quickest, 24.035 for Malachi Campbell. This will be the last of our New Star Juniors. Well, second to last of our New Star Juniors. We'll have one more come at the end of it all, of Kiara Fitzgerald. As he goes, Riker Coyle in car number 34 on the Matt Hall Service Centre. Edge Fiberglass car number 34. Been in a war of worlds through the midway season of Riker Coyle, but definitely come onto the scene with his first ever heat race win in his first ever showing at the Allenbrook Speedway, as Riker Coyle's lap time will put him in position number 2 with a 23.309. That leaves us with just the one New Star Junior to come across, and it will be Kiara Fitzgerald in car number 65. Green lights has been called, and she is right on the loud pedal as she's having some trouble getting it into gear. As you hear it rev limiting the 65, and there it goes into gear. Oh, poor roll come to the line for Kiara Fitzgerald, and that's going to hamper her big time. And she's back up and underway. So not her first rodeo for the Terry Termite one-lap dash, but not the best of starts, but she will come out and be in position number 10 with a 29.450. So Sebastian Damasi, the quickest of our New Star Juniors with a 22.639. Riker Coyle second, 23.309. And Bella Crow, 23.656. On to our Top Star Junior sedans now with Travis Lehman in car number 71 for Bunbury Custom Cabinets. The first to set a lap time. And that is not sounding well at all. But again, my eye has not been smart on anything when it comes to even car makes at the moment. But for Lehman, he will have a lap time to set for the Top Star Junior sedans that will be to the top. And well, maybe even if it's ill sounding, a 21.926 puts him at the top of the tree. It was the podium at the WA title at the Tyre Power Management Up Speedway, and he's held the Make Spoken History Collie Speedway flag proud. Has the Ivix Industries, H-Tech Mechanical, Marston Melts, car number 5 of Jesse Hammond. Hammond, with his one lap to shine of the Make Smoking History Collie Speedway, is looking mighty fast in car number 5, and he will hit the tree with a very quick time, 21.504 for Jesse Hammond. So a new quick time by 0.4 of a second. Leaves us with 5 still to run. And it's another of our locals in car number 18 from Muja Pizza Bar, Trenny's Injector Cleaning and D-Max Performance Centre. It is car 18 of Xavier Crow. And he has got that thing 5th pin to the floor. Didn't even back off going into turn number 1 and 2. And does the same to 3 and 4. He is holding it flat. Here's the chance of the local brigade for Xavier Crow, and he will be 3rd quickest, a 22.225. He had that thing pinned from start to finish and was not going to back off. So Hammond, Lehman, Xavier Crow now, the way they run, and that leaves us with 4 to run. And it was last year's Princess of the Road in the Comex Civil, car number 38 of Tiramato. There was a back off for the 38 machine of Amato. Took the win on the last lap in last year's Princess of the Road. But still, a win is a win. You only need to lead that last lap, and she did that. Zamato, who finished 2nd in the opening heat race tonight, will come through with a time that is 2nd quickest. Tiramato goes into position number 2 with a 21.651. So Hammond, Amato and Lehman, your top 3. And as we move now to Poppenenning in car number 23, a hello to Adam Reynolds. And not only is he pinned, but the limiter being smashed as well. You heard it. Hitting it right before he entered turn number 1 and again through turn 3. As Adam Reynolds giving it the Xavier Crow treatment. And he will run through and come past and go 3rd quickest. 21.901 for Adam Reynolds. Hammond and Marto Reynolds now your top 3, and that leaves us with 2. Already said it, the Too Fast, Too Furious Special, the S2000 inspired livery of Indy Kulka from Narrogin. Be our 2nd to last driver to roll past Ian Crow for her 1 lap dash. And so far, 21.504 has been the lap to match. We've had a few challenges for the minor placings. What does Kulka have? Indy Kulka goes to 7th with a 22.783. And that just leaves us with the one. And the final car to roll through to greet the times is the 11 of Jaden Stads, our final driver in the Stads Motorsport Car 11. So 19 drivers have now passed the Ian Crow and the starter signal to greet their one lap. And for Stads, who we saw at the WA title, will roll through and come across the line 5th quickest. So how about a round of applause, Collie, for your junior sedans and your quickest in the Tiri Termite one-lap dash, Jesse Hammond. Hammond, 21.504 was the quickest from Tiramato's 21.654. Adam Reynolds was third, 21.901. Travis Lehman fourth, 21.926. And Jaden Stats rounds up your top 5 with a 21.993. Xavier Crow, Sebastian Damazi was the fastest of our New Star Junior sedans. His time at 22.639 was 7th quickest. Indy Coulka, Riker Coyle, Bella Crow, Michaela Campbell, Cooper Sayer, Blade Coulka, Olivia Higgs, Campbell Gallegos, Benjamin Opert, Kiara Fitzgerald, Harper Johnson, and Axel Crow will be the way that we saw him in the one-lap dash. Oh, that is not a good start for Indy Coulka. She has been swarmed at the start of heat race number 2 of our KJB Top Star Junior sedans. And it's Adam Reynolds who finds the lead as he goes to the inside of Jaden Stads. Stadso fights back on the outside. Lap number 1 will go to the 23 machine of Adam Reynolds. Watch out for Jesse Hammond, who just went quickest in our Tiri Termite one-lap dash, but it is Stads giving the old Morse code to the back bumper of Reynolds on the exit of turn number 2. Reynolds being chased with all 7 cars still into play in this one. Very entertaining opening 2 laps. Tiramato is actually the lady on the move as she looks to the outside of Jesse Hammond. The top side working for our Top Star Junior sedans as car number 38 is on a charge. Reynolds driving the lights out at the moment as Stads is giving the old push and a shove to car number 23. And Stads tries to look to the outside of Adam Reynolds. Here comes Jesse Hammond to the inside. Hammond draws level with Stads as they go down the back straight. Stads with the top side. Hammond with the inside, but he does have Adam Reynolds right ahead of him. Drag race to the line. Reynolds, Stads, and Jesse Hammond. But not only do we have 3, there's an extra to come and play with it. Here comes Tiramato, who went crunch into the back of Jaden Stads. With that leaves all with 1 more driver as Xavier Crow now comes to play. What a race for our junior sedans. Travis Lehman sadly pulled to the infield in the early stages of this one. And that leaves us with 5 cars all going for the lead. Hammond now has a clear run on Adam Reynolds as Stads runs very wide. Loses third to Amato. As to the inside comes Xavier Crow. Crow can't get the job done. Sticks to position number 5. 2 more laps left to run in this one. And Adam Reynolds is holding on for grim death. Can he have enough with 1.5 as Hammond to the inside of Reynolds? Not that time for car number 5. The white flag has been shown. 1 more lap for 23, or as 5 got something up his sleeve on this last circulation of the Make Smoking History Collie Speedway. Don't leave out Tiramato just yet, as she could play the massive devil's advocate at the end of this one. Here comes Hammond. Here comes Amato. They're no match for Adam Reynolds, who takes the win in a blinder for our Top Star Junior sedans. That was a very fun race. Well done, our junior sedans. They've been unbelievable. Qualifiers have all been completed. Are underway with their feature race. This will be over the 20 laps. Jesse Hammond, Adam Reynolds, Tiramato, Travis Lehman, Jamin Stads, Xavier Crow and Indy Coolcup. Your cars out on track. With Hammond leading lap number 1 so far, but Reynolds is giving a good chase. He's been quite solid so far, especially in that heat race. He did take victory in as well. It was good showing from car number 23. But as we said, Tiramato was our winner in last year's event, doing a good job to lead that last lap after the demise of Jake Lehman. But right now it's Tiramato on the challenge of car number 23, being driven by Adam Reynolds, who was mighty sideways just ahead of Tiramato. They come together, but it's still Reynolds holding on a second spot ahead of Amato. Well, Jesse Hammond leads by 0.8 of a second. Stads and Jake Lehman, who is back out there. Sorry, it's Travis Lehman this time around. In car number 71, looks to the inside of Jaden Stads. Lehman using a bit of the infield to help get around the make spoken history Collie Speedway. He loses some wholesale ground, so it's now no longer a four-way battle for position number 2. It's a three-way battle with still Adam Reynolds holding on. He is throwing all caution at the wind at the moment as the 23 machine is all out of shape just ahead of Tiramato. And here comes Jaden Stads to the party. Big rollover. Tiramato has gone upside down. In turn number 1, that was a big roll. Told to put it on the infield per se and being disqualified due to that stoppage. So no Tiramato, no Jaden Stads to restart. As Greg Avens, who has been on fire today with being everywhere and anywhere, also has been helping with the track curation for today's event. Has run and got the cone, put it out as we're underway. Adam Reynolds now has, we've got contact and we've got cars coming in everywhere. The yellows have come on. And I dare say we'll have another one joining the infield as he has not been able to get this one fired away. So 4 cars left on track for the 15 laps. We will be having a short break after this one as we get ready for the street stock Gero. That'll be the next feature race up after this at 8:40 so far. Lots to come, lots to see, lots to do still at the Make Smoking History Collie Speedway. Let's see what Adam Reynolds can do. He's got another fresh driver behind him. This time is Xavier Crow, who has joined the battle for third spot as Indy Coolcup was out of shape in car number 28. I don't think there'll be much more to talk about this one as Jesse Hammond has sailed away so far these first 2 laps since the restart to just have that comfortability over the rest of the field. As he leads by 1.1 seconds over Adam Reynolds, Xavier Crow and Indy Coolcup. Closest battle obviously between 2 foes in this one. With 10 laps still to run. Going to be hard to catch Jesse Hammond with a 2.2 second advantage. Adam Reynolds, Xavier Crow, and Indy Coulter. Trying to say something exciting about this one. Be hard fetches. Reynolds and Xavier Crow, they had a bit of a coming together in January at the Narrogin Speedway where they were getting very close for comfort. And with a heat race, well, in fact, less than a heat race left to go into this one. It's safe to say that there's not much to talk about in this one, Scott Beattie. Maybe more that it's a spicy meatball or a Mexican fiesta coming up later on in the afternoon and the evening. Maybe some tacos, maybe some nachos, maybe Jesse Hammond taking the win. I don't know. It's all fun and games. What else is fun and games is it is getting interesting for the second place, as Adam Reynolds has been quietly caught by Xavier Crow, and these next 15 laps could get real, or not next 15 laps, there's only 5 laps left to run, could get really interesting. Because all of a sudden, Xavier Crow's now on the back bumper of Adam Reynolds. So hello, Reynolds, you have a new sparring partner in Xavier Crow. Already seen what Bella Crow could have done, or did do in the New Star Junior feature race. What can happen now from here on in? Who knows? Could be a fun one. Could be exciting. Could see a Stephen Bradbury happen. Brendan Crow's having a race. We've seen him do a Stephen Bradbury before. Don't think it's going to happen now with the margin now widening it out to just under a second. It's 0.95 seconds between Adam Reynolds and Xavier Crow as Indy Coulter has gone a lap down in car number 28. We have 2 laps left to run for Jesse Hammond in the Jack Beard. Now, Prince of the Road. It's been a princess for the last 12 months. Can't say it's going to happen this time around. As car number 5. We'll see Ian Crow just ahead of him with the white flag and say, hallelujah, there's one more lap left to run. Not long left for him to become our newest Prince of the Road, thanks to KJ Beard. The Jack Beard Prince of the Road for 2026 won't have to travel far this time around as Jesse Hammond takes victory in your 20-lap feature race. Indy Coulter will be second. In fact, no, she won't. It'll be Adam Reynolds, Xavier Crow, and Indy Coulter the way they'll finish. And 2 right. He deserves your applause. How about it as he comes past Collie, your Jack Beard, Prince of the Road, is Jesse Hammond. We'll have ourselves a short break. We'll take some music. As he comes past, give a round of applause to Jesse Hammond, your winner of the KJB Jack Beard Prince of the Road.
Into Prince and Princess of the Road top stars. Third place tonight, Xavier Crow.
I'd just like to thank the club and all the volunteers, Dad, Nan, Pop, Adele, Rob, everyone else that helps with my car, my sponsors, Jasmine Silk Fabrications, Surprise Me Market, Chinese Injector Cleaning. Yeah, that's
it. Alright, and second place, Adam Reynolds.
I'd like to thank Dad for bringing me down here. All the sponsors, all my sponsors, track, girlfriend coming to watch, and Jesse for not getting past me in that second race.
Okay, and that leaves us to the winner of the Prince of the Road for 2026, Jesse Hammond.
Big thanks to Nathan and Lou for tying me down, Mum, Dad, big thanks to Johnny for coming to help us, all my sponsors, and cheers to Collie.
good smile.
That's as good as it gets.
Done? Yep. Thanks, boys. Right, and before you go, just obviously we had the annual Terry Termite 1 lap dash. There's plenty of comment about it, but what it does, it gives the kids a chance to experience something that they don't normally get. So, yeah, good on us for doing that, and well done. They all got to experience a time trial like the sprint cars and late models and stuff do. So growing up, hopefully they'll appreciate it. But so the winner of the Terry Termite, the fastest one around for 1 lap, was Jesse Hammond. You want to say the same things again, Jesse? No.